So we're going to show you how to do the graph here. I'll show you how to do the first one and then you'll be responsible for doing the rest of them. So what you're going to do in order to edit this graph, right now it's a drawing, it's a Google drawing. So what you have to do is you have to edit this Google drawing. And in order to do that, you're just going to double click on the picture. So when you double click, you should get something like this, okay? So this is the actual drawing where you can move stuff and put it wherever you need it to be, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We've got years up here, so 1980, 1984, and 1988, okay? And then we're tracking the number of snakes at each length. Okay, so what we're gonna do, all the yellow dots here correspond to the yellow numbers for 1980. So yellow is 1980. Green is 1984, and then purple is 1988. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look, so we're gonna do all the yellow dots first, so 1980. So how many snakes did we have that were 2 centimeters long? We had 2 snakes that were 2 centimeters long. So I'm gonna take my yellow dot, and I'm going to put it right here because I had 2 snakes that were 2 centimeters long. So snake length, this should be in centimeters. So I'm going to add that right now. There we go. All right. Next, we're going to look at 4 centimeters. So at 4 centimeters, how many snakes did I have? I had 14. Okay. So I'm going to drag this. So 4, I've got 14. Okay. So a lot of snakes were 4 centimeters long. Then 6 centimeters. 6 centimeters is 18. Okay. Now, this is off of your graph, so just put it above your graph. My apologies for that. 8 centimeters, we've got 12. So go ahead and put this at 12. Right, 12 here. And then at 10 centimeters, we've got 4. Okay, so 10 centimeters, we've got 4. So notice, where do we have the highest number of snakes here? We've got the highest number in the middle, right? That kind of bell curve. And if we were to connect these dots, that's what it would show us, right? And you can actually connect these dots. The easy way to connect these dots is to go up here to the line tool, right? See how it says select line? What you want to do is click Scribble, okay? So you can change like the color, but you don't need to. And it doesn't matter if this is like super exact or not. If you have a touch screen, you can use your finger. That's a little easier than the mouse. But what you can do then is you can draw a line. I don't care very much if it hits all of the things perfectly, but then we can see the shape, okay? So as we do this, you can connect those lines and have them on your drawing. So then we go ahead and we do the next color, right? So for 1984, okay, we've got 4 snakes that are 2 centimeters. So at 2 centimeters, I'm going to put this guy, okay? 4 centimeters, I'm going to put 12. 6 centimeters, we've got 8. I'm going through this kind of fast, but I'm getting my numbers here in the green, right? At 8 centimeters, I've got 9. And at 10 centimeters, I've got 8. So again, you can go up to that Scribble tool, right? So you hit Scribble. I believe you can change the color. So if you wanted to, you could, pick a color that's the same color as your line. Maybe not. But then you're going to connect them. So when you connect them, you get this kind of mountainy shape. Oops, I accidentally drew that there. So then, last thing we're going to do, we're going to do the last one, okay? So 2 centimeters, we've got 10 snakes. 4 centimeters, we've got 6 snakes. 6 and 3, 8 and 6. 10 and 14, okay? And again, we're gonna go through this Scribble, right? We're gonna connect the dots here, okay? So we can kind of see how these patterns change over time. Once you're done with that graph, you can just hit save and close. I know it looks a little crazy, okay? If you would prefer doing this on paper and then just sending me a picture or uploading it, that's fine too, okay? You don't have to do it on the computer if you don't want. So now we're gonna take a look at these questions, okay? So it says, which type of selection is being shown on your graph? So in order to answer this question, actually, I'm gonna move this question. Sorry about that. We're gonna move it down here. We're gonna start with the other two questions first. So it says, which size of snakes were most common in 1980? So 1980 is yellow. So let's look. Yellow up here. Which size is most common? Well, look, our highest yellow one is 6. So we're gonna go ahead and write 6 centimeters. Which was most common in 1988? 1988 is purple. So in purple, which one or ones are the most common? So we see that both of these two are pretty high. So I'm going to write 2 centimeters and 10 centimeters. Okay. 2 centimeters and 10 centimeters. So now, which type of selection? So we know first was the yellow, right? And then we had green. Okay, so some of the middle ones were getting eaten because there weren't very many. And then we have purple. So to figure out what type of selection it is, we want to look at the last year. So what shape does this one look like? Okay, remember we have our different types of selection, right? I'm gonna Google them here so that I can pull them up and we can take a look, right? So here are our patterns. We've got stabilizing, right? Looks like a tall skinny hump. Directional, it goes to one side, or the M with the dip in the middle. So we take a look, you'll notice this one looks like the M with the dip in the middle. So this is disruptive selection. So we're gonna go ahead and write disruptive, okay? So why did the snake length change over time? Propose an explanation. All right, so let's take a look at this. It says, read the statement before the graph. It says, snakes were placed on an island where there are 2 predators that eat snakes. So why do we think that all the middle ones disappeared? Which ones did the snakes eat? The snakes ate all the middle length snakes, or all the predators ate all the middle length snakes. Sorry about that. Okay, predators ate all the middle length snakes. Okay. So that's what we're going to do here. You're going to do the same thing down here for the next graph, okay? And then for the last graph, and you're going to answer the questions, all right? If you have any additional questions, send me a message or email or write a comment on the assignment.